Then
Number
the
one.
question that
It's a
given to
question.
us is number one.
That's the language.
Number one question: lack of exhaustive consultation.
Nothing.
Consultation. We look at it where the consultation needs to take place to reach out to people. First, people this consultation can be done is consultation among the youth. So we need to take this consultation among the youth, how they can be able to live together with their neighbors. Then two, consultation among the leaders and stakeholders. Leaders and what? Stakeholders. Leaders need to be consulted and stakeholders, let them also be aware of
There are consultations. When should those consultations
they are here. So we talk about what consultation also among the traditional rulers and listing out the people that
key areas of consultation.
that the consultation needed to be done. Then we look at the time frame where this consultation can be done, which is what youth leaders to discuss with their fellow youth. Youth leaders need to call their youth and discuss on these sustainable areas that we need to tolerate one another. So also the women leaders to discuss with their fellow women, to call those who are their followers to discuss with them. Then stakeholders to discuss among themselves too, because among the tribes there are stakeholders. So those stakeholders need to come together so that they all will discuss on the way forward. Then we talk about political leaders also. Political leaders need to discuss among themselves. Politics, we can't do without it, so the leaders know themselves. So they need to come together to have a common goal. Then we talk about the religious leader also. So religious leaders, they are very key here because we can't do without them as well. So they need to be engaged for this consultation. Then we'll talk about the time frame when this consultation can be done. We said pre. So we need to start this consultation before the starting of what we are looking for. So the consultation needed to be done before that time. Then when
before any return.
Yes, before any return.
They say it more.
Okay. Before any return, that consultation is a must for us to achieve what we are looking for. And also during the return, this return is necessary for us to make sure that our consultation continues at that process, so that what is discussed during the pre should also be sustained during the process. Then we'll talk about post. So after the return, consultations also need to be done again to checkmate whether there is breaches of what discussed from the pre and the during, so that everything will remain intact the way it's been planned. Then after that,
let me say something. Now, at that point, just make sure that it is happening.
yes,
We need to track what is happening.
because yes, the
And
same
so we need a team that will be tracking progress in each of these communities.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You did good there, that's why I'm trying to direct.
Then after that point, it should be a continual process. It shouldn't be something that once this is being done, they say, no, it's okay, we have done. These people have returned and let's stop it. No. It should be something that can be a continuous process to make sure that this thing cannot occur again. Then we talk, that question number 2, we talk about lack of peace structure. Lack of peace structure. We say setting up committee as follows. There should be committee that will be set up to make sure that this structure is really solid. We say number 1, community and village level. At all community, there should be community that at any community there should be committee that is being set up, that they will monitor the affairs of what is happening at their community to avoid any breach of law among ourselves. Then we talk about ward level. Ward level should be the people that will be coordinating what is happening at the other community under them, so that they will be monitoring at which community, any community that cannot handle their own issue, they should be able to handle it at the ward level. Then if the ward level could not be able to handle it, then they have to move it to local government level, where different stakeholders will come together and deliberate on it and see how they can be able to solve it once and for all. Then yes, on that again, to obtain this thing or to sustain it, we need to have a joint vigilante group, because some of these issues we need some force that can be what to be enforced to get the result of what we want. So at this point, all the communities, the tribes within the community, they should be able to have a vigilante group that will comprise the tribes that are there. So that if this tribe is there, the other tribe is there to monitor the affair from the community level, from the ward level, local government level, possibly to the state level, to make sure that all these things be maintained.
Okay, so if at this level we have state security, we also be doing security checks.
Yes, sir.
That's okay.
Yes, of course. To monitor the affair. Then the question number 3 that we asked.
It's a pleasure for me again to stand here to say these things. Very straightforward. Number 1 question as regards lack of exhaustive consultation. And the way out of it is community engagement. Community engagement in hierarchical order. You have the traditional institution, you have the elites, you have the critical stakeholders, you have the unions, and you have associations. Each of them have the role they play in the community. And you have to follow them one after the other with a timeline of 6 to 12 months, so that every month you should meet with the group. That is on that. Now, the second one is intra-tribal resolution. So long as you want to move as a people, if a part of you does not agree with that movement, then it is dead. So you must have a resolution as a people first before you now do inter. Intra meaning within the tribe, you should resolve that this movement is for us. We need it, we collect it, we accept it before you now move. That is what covers under lack of exhaustive consultation. Now the second part is lack of peace structure. How do we ensure peace structure? Still, number 1, there should be that intertribal contact committee. A committee that involves the 2 tribes, major tribes, that can actually look at and foresee what is to come and put down all the necessary mechanisms. On that, we also said that the second thing is to identify the IDPs' ancestral locations. That when the people come, whether the Bassa, the Egbira, the whatever language, they should be able to be traced to where they were and be able to be moved to that place within a very short time. If they are allowed to now stay very long in a place, it creates another problem. Now, the third one in ensuring that there's a everlasting peace is that as they come, we should be able to have that sense of belonging that the transit camp should be in the headquarters. Having segmented transit camp in various areas does not speak well of our intention. It should be based in the headquarters, and within a short time, then you move. That's all. So that this rumor will not even come. That is on that. Now the third one is the coordinating mechanism. The coordinating mechanism. Remember, the first one is before you go there. Now the second and the third one is you're already there. How do you ensure that there is not going to be future reoccurrence of these catastrophic experiences? 1, we said there should be inter and intra-tribal committee. Both committees are essential. 1, the people should have a committee, a standing committee, respected and revered. The Bassa committee, people should have a committee that is respected and revered. That when the leader says, stop there, you stop, whatever you feel about what you're doing. And the second thing is, there should be a joint committee that has this and this together. In that committee, this is key. 1, they should be able to identify the key stakeholders. Not everybody should be part of this all-important committee. They should be able to identify who are the key stakeholders of these nationalities. Now, the second thing is, they should be able to have a defined role and areas of interest. As a committee, you are guided by principles. You are guided by laws and reforms. so that you are not just there, you know what you're doing. You know, as this happened, then this is the repercussion, and this is going to be the penalty for whoever is involved. And once the penalties are identified and defined, and whoever is found to default, now will be sanctioned. You understand? And the last thing is, they should be able to develop indicators and benchmark. How do you foresee that something is going to happen? As an elder, you should have your indicators. And once your indicators is showing you red, then there's something there, you now go into action. Not waiting until when things become bad. And you now begin to say, where are these people? What do we do? And this is what we have come to ask you. Thank you so much.
Babu shakka za ku sha zaki. Someone serious compromise. Babu shakka za a samu kalon munafunci. Someone serious yana don ba ku da don give you money don this thing another song. An fahimci magana? So ya za mu yi a wannan tafiya? Shi ne dole mutum ya zama cikin zuci ya yarda da tafiya nan. Ba tantama, ba shakka, ba wuru-wuru a cikin zuciya. Zuciyanka ya yarda cewa wannan tafiya zai yi shi ne. Mai magana sincere, ikhlas ke zo shi ne sincere to focus. Shi tsakanin da haka kowa yanzu ban da mai sai masoya. Babu shakka an ji mana ciwo, an kone gidajenmu, an kashe man yan uwa, amma wannan duka na ije mu Allah. Na yarda kaddara ne ya hau kansu, kuma suna yi tafiya kan kaddara. Saboda haka rayuwa ta yanzu rayuwa ne na tafiya domin gina al'umma. In yi Masihu ya yafe ma wayannan munafukan da suka kai shi akan giciye sojojin nan, me yasa ni ba zan yafe ma wanda suka cutar da ni ba? In kai musulmi ne, in manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam da ya dawo Makka suka kore shi, suka wulakanta shi, da ya dawo Makka ba da zaja ta zo ya shiga Makka ya aka yace wa ne? Yace Abu Sufyan, the worst enemy, wanda ya mobilizing soja su yake shi, su kashe mashi mata, sun kashe 'ya'yan shi, sun kashe 'yan uwa, sun ji mai ciwo. Yace duk wanda ya shiga gidan shi is safe. The enemy, number one enemy, say anybody who go to his house is safe. Anybody who didn't go to his place is my enemy too. So turning the enemy into the best of friends. Why? If I can do that, if they can do that as our icon, and we want to emulate them, what happened? You have to be the new you. And to be the new you have to know the difference between what you need and what you want. Because it is what our needs that motivate us to action. Am I right? Bukatan mu na yau da kullum shine yasa muna yi mene? Muna yin duk abin da muke yi. Wani ma sai ya buge, wani zai yi karya saboda bukatan shi. Wani zai yi sata saboda bukatan shi. Kai wani ba sata ba zai yi kisa saboda bukatan shi ta biya. Kuma duk bukatan nan bai wuce mene ba? Gangan ciki. Food for the stomach. That is the first thing. In ciki ya koshi kuma ba sai mene? Sai food for sai mene? Wurin kwana. In wurin kwana samu fa sai abincin wannan abin. Ba shi abinci. Daga nan kuma fa chicken. Duk sauran attachment ne. If you eat, you have a place to lay your head. And you get this one, you have to put them. Okay. All of that is menene? Attachment. These are your basic. So how do we go? How do you hear? Help your community to see, to help the weak ones to go along and say, look, we can still make it as brothers. We can still let go of those things. We can still keep it aside. And like our justice. Injustice, not as injustice, but keep it aside and you continue with the journey of life. So to do that, I look at hierarchy of needs. Dan Adam, lifespan din shi shekara 100 ne. Muna kai da yuka Najeriya na yau. Sai wani da wani exceptional cases. Ko ba ka wani, da mutum ya kai 60-70 irin yajin wayar nan yanzu. Such a life well spent. But well spent life at 60. Life began at 60 for me. I'm just 67 now. And I'm hopeful that I want to
life begin at 70. I never said that. Ina da mata uku da rabi. Okay. So I wanted to complete my circle. In kai shekara 100 sai shigo da na hudu. Rabi shine ina da niyya. So are you getting it here? If our lifespan is this, let's classify the 100 years into 5 major categories. The first rayuwar dan Adam 0 to 20 is dependent. Total meaning? Total dependent. Somebody will feed him, somebody will clothe him, somebody will educate him. Haka duka mana. It is true.
Create wealth in total local government area. Our question is two put together as one question. Now, when you talk about sustainable peace, we are talking about having peace, meeting the need of this generation to live in peace without hampering the ability of the next generation to also be able to live in peace. Because anywhere you hear now, they are talking about sustainable development. Now, we look at peace as a necessary tool for development, for progress, for political activities. Even for a criminal to plan his crime, he needs peaceful plan. You cannot do anything without peace. So peace is so important. So we took our time and then we profile solution how we can have sustainable peace. Number one, we talked about facilitating mediation process through
Okay.
sensitization and creation of awareness. We are here as ambassadors of peace, people who are selected from various communities to this place, into the local government. We are just in microcosm of the whole population. So a lot of people are there who need to hear this and only get sensitization and creation of awareness. And that can be done by us who have heard the message of peace, how we can live in peace. We who are the ambassadors of peace here, we are the ones that will carry that sensitization and awareness. Number two, we talk about acknowledging grievances and understanding ourselves. How do we do this? If you say we are making peace here and we do not acknowledge that there are people who are grieved, we are just placating the whole issue without getting to really address it. So we decide that the leaders from the two tribes should apologize and then to apologize and ask for forgiveness from each of the two warring tribes. For example, the traditional ruler of the Bassa and the Egbiras should embrace themselves and say, actually, we have wronged you, you have wronged us, but forgive us. And accept us as brothers that we have always been before the crisis. And the same thing, the Bassa people should tell the Egbira people to forgive them. Until, even if somebody is angry and is carrying grudges in his heart, when he remembers that he has been asked to forgive, or he has been forgiven, that it has a way, both spiritual and psychological, to heal the mind of such person. If you notice, when we are talking here, when we made mention of some past events, I saw how the whole hall flared up because there were people who were victims. So there is need for forgiveness. And accepting that forgiveness, wanting to forgive somebody is wanting for that person to accept that forgiveness. Then number 3, we talked about mutual respect. Mutual respect, that is respecting other tribes' culture, tradition, and individuals, and traditional institutions. When we give honor and respect to the Egbira tradition, we expect also the our Egbira brothers to also give honor and respect to the Aguma Bassa. When we respect our village heads, we also expect a reciprocation of that kind of gesture, so that we will all live together in peace. Because some of these things, if we don't respect these institutions, there is nobody from outside that will come and do it for us. We are the ones that will respect our institutions. Then,
Well done, Oga James.
Thank you, sir.
Oga James, well
Thank
done.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Or they can even carry one. They can hold on. Why
Minutes left.
get
So, all right. We are in the meeting. Here are my brothers from Toto. We are together. We are chilling together. You can see.
The pastor.
We are here.
Pastor.
Brother, we are
You, are,
together.
you can show me. You can show me. Just
We are together.
Okay, we are together with pastor.
we are together, moving together.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
Pastor James
I
God.
want this video to go viral to tell our people God is faithful. Here we are. Here we are. This is my honorable from Toto. This is my honorable money, sir. We thank God, sir. I hope you are enjoying what is moving here. That's good. My sister. This is my sister from Toto. I hope you are enjoying what is happening here. God bless you, man. Thank you so much.
This is me.
Oh, this is my priest. Sorry, sir.
This is me.
This is my priest.
And I'm with you today.
Yeah. I can see. I can see. So I just want to make this a short. We are about to have a photograph with our facilitators and others. I choose to do the short video for us to have it. Yes, you can see.
Those like shorter like this now.
Why are you going up? We are about to take a photograph. Photo atata shapagaga so amayo kobe. Inajaba tano toto unebe. Jako mayasa namna pesikato. Amelo munamba okuma hwe. Correct. They are just assignment atanda wago. So this is assignment. Atanda assignment wa melomu. So atawanya nampe group 1. That group nation. That's group 1 for the assignment. So group 1 ta my kobe oh namasiwe okumandua and so group 1 anya group na mangabe agati hichi tinito wetu tinito wetu so inamba takumadwa